Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and we are here for another estate sale haul. So this is a company we've worked with it a few times now. You've seen other videos from them. It was the typical, they were only from 10 to 2 today. And we do know when it's like about halfway through, they do fill a bag for $5 or $10 depending on the estate sale and what they have. And for 4 hours today, right? So I don't know how much stuff they really had to deal with. I do know that it was a family from another country that moved here years ago. They were scientists, both the husband and wife at MSU, which we are close to, and then they moved back. So they had, it looked like 3 kids because I think there's 3 kids' bedrooms. And so they were left the country and went back home. So their work here was done. So they left a lot of stuff behind, did the sale, and then, whatever. So there wasn't a lot of, zipper's right here and I don't want him to see his tail. There wasn't a lot of antiques, really no antiques that I, per se. There might be a few little things, whatever, they're a little older and stuff. I don't know how long they were here for, but we got some collectibles and some cute things and whatever. It wasn't the greatest estate sale we ever went to. We did spend $70. So at the end, I will count everything up and tell you what my average is for everything, because that's how I do it for estate sales. But I got one item that I'm super excited about, that it was on, like, your bucket list of things you want to find when you're out garage sailing, or zipper's right here. Yeah. Don't get angry, you're on video. That you just want to find. Like, you see other people find them, you want them. One of them was Jellycat stuffed animals, and I started finding those, and I've sold probably 5 of them now, which makes me so happy. I currently don't own one right now because they sell pretty quick. So this is something else I'll show you at the end. I may have to pause the video so someone doesn't eat me. So yeah, I'll show the most exciting thing that I think. And it's not even a big dollar item, but I've wanted to find one for a long time because, that was probably the only antique really that I found that I can think of right now. We'll know when we get going. Okay, do you want to see Zipper before he kills me? Hey, Zip, say hi. Nope, don't get crabby. Look, you're on film. Yeah, okay. Okay, put him down on the floor so I didn't have to be murdered on camera for you. To start, I love my ties. My husband just, it was so funny. There wasn't hardly any, there was some clothes, but not a lot. But I really didn't see any guys' clothes. But I know he existed, obviously. But, I don't know how long they were here, what country they were from. I do know they were Jewish. I do know from some of the other stuff that my husband picked up, I think they may have been Indian. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on. I'm not sure about countries and their beliefs and all that stuff. But we did get some ties. So he was all excited. He turned the corner, he's like, ties, and he just stuffed them all in a bag. So each bag was $10. Anything else that wouldn't fit in a bag or whatever was half off. So we got some goodies. There's some things, I'm telling you, my husband goes crazy when it comes to these bag sales. He goes one way, I go the other, and sometimes there's good stuff, and then sometimes there's like, why? It fit in the bag. Like, okay, now I feel guilty because I got to either try and figure out how to list it, sell it, do something with it, or maybe put it in a garage sale. We are thinking about having one garage sale late August, early September, but I just scratch my head sometimes. But, whatever. Look at this little guy. There's one room upstairs, one of the kids' rooms you went in, and it had lots of little treasures all over this table. And no one were picking them up. And, I mean, we got there at 1. It ended at 2. So, God knows what they had there to begin with. But he's heavy, and he's cloth. He's stuffed. He's like a little hard bean bag. Isn't he stinking cute? He picked up, and I left him because I went in the same room first. I went upstairs, he went downstairs. Zipper. Chasing whiskey. I picked them up. I used to collect these. I don't collect them anymore, but I will put them together and just sell them all together. Picked up 2 of these, which these are handy. I mean, they are rulers, you know what I mean, but whatever. I think I left this, but he picked it up because it's just from Virginia Beach, and they're dolphins with little diamond things in their blowholes. Whatever. And this cute little kitty, I will say, it's handmade. He is pretty cute. He does have like a little, it's not really, well, I guess there's a little chip on his ear, but the front of his ear is white. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Don't even. Just the same as this. This is my husband's bag. I know it's pottery. He knows I love pottery. I make pottery myself. And obviously someone made this. Probably a kid. Looks like a little ring dish. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see on that. But I got some decent ties. Oh, I got to count all this stuff too. Don't let me forget. Almost broke a nail. Found this nutcracker, which, you know, I did not see any Christmas. And I'm sure, oh, I guess there wouldn't be Christmas, right? They were Jewish. Light bulb went off. That's true. It's true. Anyway, so there's a nutcracker. Oh, I'll tell my husband that one. He'll just die laughing. This he found. He is cute, isn't he? I'm sure someone handmade him and painted him and stuff, but he is adorable. I really actually quite like him. I'm trying to get this little area done so we can show you. Now look, they have this done at $22, but it fit in the bag so you could have it, right? And it's nicely clothed on the inside. Funny thing is, we went to years ago when my husband and I first met. So probably like 23, 24 years ago. There was this trade center down by Detroit, and Gibraltar Trade Center, if anyone knows about it. And it's no longer there. I mean, it's iconic. The figurine that was out there is still along the highway, but in the building's there, but it's used for all kinds of other stuff now, not a trade center. And we went there, and I was so excited. All kinds of stuff from all over the place. And so we got one very similar to this. It's just a small square one, very similar to this pattern upstairs, and I still have it. And then we got a bigger one than this with the black wood on the bottom and almost the same design on it that we bought 20 some years ago. And I just think that's kind of cool that we got this. So I haven't decided. Depends on the amount everything comes out to whether I keep this. I don't really need it. I don't need it. There's trinket shit in the other two up there that have been there for 20 years and I don't even know what's in there. You know what I mean? So I don't need it. So I just talked myself out of it. But they had it at 22. It'd be 11 if you just bought this by itself, but we put it in a bag and it worked out just fine. I have to show you these bags because they're cracking me up. And I didn't know it did this. Chris found them. Isn't he cute? But you know, we use tote bags. And I don't care what they are. But this one, I didn't know it had these things in the side and I bumped it and it has not stopped. It's been like 5 minutes now. So if you see a reflection, that's what it is. Oh, it just stopped. Oh my God, isn't that weird? Okay, I don't know where to put some of this stuff. I gotta keep it together. This is just what you think it is. One of those music boxes, and it works. It's so cute. So the ballerina music box, but I put treasures in here because I didn't want them broken. Because you're carrying these stupid thank you plastic bags that rip open on you. And of course, everything is breakable that we buy. And when I first got into this girl's bedroom, these were all the little trinket things. I'm like, oh my God, of course they're breakable. So when I got home, I put them in here so they'd be safe. But he's not. He's wood, but hand carved. Isn't he cute? This one I think does have a little bit of a broke toe on it, but I don't think it's really going to matter. And he's frosted. I thought he was dusty, but he's frosted. So isn't he cute? Look at that. Glass. You gotta be careful. He stands up fine. So this one, just wait. Isn't he cute? He kind of reminds me of Whiskey, because Whiskey's got the white tip on his tail. He's our orange cat. This little bulldog. Isn't he adorable? This little guy, I was so scared I was going to break his tail. Look at him. Maybe if I put him down here, you can see him better. Isn't he cute? I don't really know what he's supposed to be. I don't think it's an animal from here, but he's adorable. This is pretty cool. So obviously this girl made sure all his little legs are here. I'll do it like this. My nails are too long for you to. It's a bug. Isn't he cute? I don't know what kind of bug. But he's a bug. Collected these things. This is a little jade elephant. I just realized, you know how they always say the trunk up is good luck? This trunk is down. I better get him out of my house. This, I don't know. I have my glasses on. I think it's a seal. Oh, it's a seal. It's a seal with the ball at the end. But it's a small one. I've had, bigger ones. You've seen me buy bigger ones and stuff, but I've never seen them that small before, so that's pretty cute. So let me get all these little guys back in here. Let me give a total real quick of what I got so far, and then I can move this stuff out of the way and show you the rest. All right, then Chris picked this up. They had $30 on it. It would have been $15, but it fit in the bag. And I'm trying to decide, depending on the prices of things, if I'm going to keep this or not, because I do need some perfume, and I like all kinds of perfume. It doesn't matter to me. But it's from Macy's. I can't sell it on eBay, I don't believe, because this one's used. It's half there. So I don't know. I can probably still sell it on Marketplace just fine. You know what I thought I was going to do? I need to get one out and spray it, but I can't get it out. Jeez Louise. Anyway, so I was excited that he picked this up because I did not see that. This is cute. I just don't know. Some of these things are hard to list. I have to get creative. But it's obviously from a Lansing, Michigan. It says original artwork by Susan Shepard in Lansing, Michigan. Got a little cat stamp back there. And look how she just took this matted frame. She did the artwork here. She did sign it. And then she's got this cat silhouette. So he's like looking out the window at the squirrel. Isn't that cute? Now you got to admit, that's pretty creative. Right? So she drew all this. This is her original artwork in there. So I'm trying to come up with some keywords. I'm thinking. My mind is going. I should have probably wrote them down, but I didn't. This is cool. This box. Look at this box. It's got sparklies in it. You can see them in here. Because they were on the ceiling. We're sitting there and the sun comes through. I'm like, what is on the ceiling? What is that coming from? And it was this. Hold on. I want to break a nail. Look at this nice jewelry box. That is really pretty. Don't look at all the shit behind me. Well, that way. So that's pretty. I love that. That was a good pick. And we put it in the bag. And then we put a lot of other smalls in that bag because, it took up a lot of bag. This is I have to put this piece aside because that's the very important one. I did get a whole box of staples. And I'm pretty sure they put $7 on this. That is ridiculous. Who would pay $7 for this? And there's one missing. This is the kind we get at work because they're really high-end staples and they work really well and they're in these nice cases. But I can use staples. I just can't believe there was a 7 on there. Who in their right mind is going to pay $7 for that staples? Okay, so does anyone remember these? Yes, I know. So I was all excited, super excited about them, till Chris and I sat here and then got a little discouraged, but it's okay. Because, I tried to find the positive in everything. So this is a 40th anniversary box set. But I kept looking at them. I'm like, why are they not flush? This is driving me nuts. So it doesn't help that I didn't put them back in the right way after I looked at them. But they were not flush. They were some were 4 or 5 were shorter than the other ones. I'm thinking if it's a box set, it should all be perfect, right? Well, let's just see if you notice the difference. So, we have Mr. Sneeze, Mr. Happy, Mr. Tickle, Mr. Silly, Have No Clue, don't know, I don't know. This one looks happy with her cakes. He's laughing. And he's just square. So I don't know. I will say it's fascinating. It is fascinating. Everything is backwards. See this? It opens from the wrong way with their writing on there. I don't know if anyone knows this language and can read it. I don't know. I'm just saying I've never seen anything like it, so it's kind of cool to me. But you read backwards from what we do in America. So, and it to me it looks like it's upside down, but the picture's right side up. I don't know. I'm very confused but intrigued at the same time. So it's really not a complete set, and I won't sell them in this box. I'll just sell them separately, or I'll sell them as a group and then these as a group. But I was a little disappointed because I was more excited that I remember from being a kid. There's one other that I got to show you, and that one I'm really excited about. But I was just like, man, I didn't even know they made them for other languages. Trying to get them back in. Not working. Okay, so let's get into some other stuff that's not this stupid stuff. This was downstairs in the basement. The basement is like their playroom for the kids. They really did. There was a lot of scientific games. Okay, so you knew obviously they were scientists, you know, so they're raising their kids that way. But look at this. It's from the Field Museum in Chicago, but they had a few markers and stuff in it, but there's no mark in here like from pens. So I just took the markers out and laid them on the thing, and then I took this, put it in my bag. Chris found this little guy, this little gecko. This book. There is one of these in here somewhere. I don't know where the little kitty is, but I'll find it. So one of those. This is what I wanted to show you also. So this is an original Mr. Silly. And it's from I found it earlier. Hold on. Just a minute. 1972. And so that excites me about that one. But that was the only one. It was so random. Here's another glass. This one is dusty. I have to clean him. But at least his trunk's out. And he survived it. Survived the ride home with us. Okay, so I got some, so like I said, they're Jewish. So I got some Hanukkah cards. Remind me, I need to tell my husband about me thinking there's no Christmas stuff there. Now these are not full, but I'm going to sell these together. They're the Hanukkah candles and stuff, but I do know that they are kind of harder to find unless you go on Amazon and stuff like that. But I've sold a few things that are Jewish related, and they sell pretty quick, and they're so beautiful. I love blue. Blue is my favorite color, and I just think all the stuff when they come out, and oh, this pretty blue is just so pretty. Isn't this cute? This little cutting board. Found this little guy. Porcelain. This, I'm not sure if he's super exciting or not. His tag's pretty old. It says Teddy Bear Museum on it. Product JS&F. But he's a gold bear. Got a little wear to him, so I'm thinking he's a little aged, but I don't know much about him. I gotta research him. Look at this. I don't know. I got stickers everywhere. Oh, he's already got one on him. I don't know what this one to. Doesn't matter because I'm averaging everything out. But paperweight glass bunny, isn't he stinking cute? Just love it. This little seal. I actually like seals. This is all in that little, well, not all of this, but those little things were in that girl's room. I think she was a little bit older. This, I don't know. It says something on the back right here. Not quite sure. But it was on the desk where I found the staples. So I thought I'd take it because I thought it was pretty. This, I thought it was just a velvet bear. And I'm like, geez, he's dirty. Whatever, I can defuzz him. He's cute. And then I realized that he opens. And inside is a cute little bear necklace. Bear paw print. So, This was in that girl's room. So I'm assuming she was probably 10, 12, somewhere in there. From some of the stuff she collected. The seal. He's cute. They obviously took full advantage. And I can see going to the Field Museum in Chicago and different museums and stuff. So while they were here, they obviously had a lot of fun. And that's nice. I'm glad they did. This is a cute little doggy trinket box. And then these, I will probably sell them all together. I'm not for sure. But they're more of the, and forgive me, I'm not sure. Jewish, maybe they're not even Jewish. I don't know. Whatever. They're candles for some type of religion. Don't come at me, okay? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't researched. I just want to get the video done so I can list some stuff, okay? So let me get all this. Oh, I got to count it. Okay, and then... Okay, hold on. Okay. It'll get better here in a minute, but this is my husband's doing, and you're going to have to suffer with me. He comes up happy as can be with this bag. I said, what is in there? After we sat down, he was all excited. I didn't want to be, like, pissy about it, right? So we sit down when we got home, and he's going through, and he's like, okay, well, one of them's got to be worth something, don't you think? And I said, I'll do my best. But we got a lot of weird CDs, or DVDs, CDs, that I have no idea. Oh, and these open backwards too. I went to open it this way, and you got to open it. Maybe I don't know how to open it at all. Oh, yeah. This way. Everything is so backwards. Yeah, so anything like this, I think I might group together in just a lot, because I don't know, and I'm not going to take the time to read all these things and trying to figure them out. Shrek 2, Guns N' Roses. Let's see if this is in here. It's in there. Isn't that odd? Guns N' Roses with all this music, or this stuff. It's not that odd. Huh. Traffic? I've never heard of Traffic. I don't know. Maybe some of you have. I don't know. And look at this. Look at this. Curyu's Wedding, 2007. He's like, I just kept picking stuff up. This person? Don't know. Don't know what it says. Born Identity. Sealed. Well, we all know DVDs don't do great. And again, see? You open the wrong way. It's so weird to me. But it's kind of fascinating. Prenatal yoga. I might actually, that I might put on Marketplace. Has it been open? Yeah, I think, I don't know. What is that? It's probably a Disney movie, right? I don't know, but I don't know what it says. You're going to suffer with me, like I said. Here's another one. I don't know what it says. Another one. They obviously like boxing. So that one might be a good one to sell. Belly dancing. Now, I'm not going to lie. I've always wanted to learn how to belly dance. I have no skills when it comes to dancing at all. I'm a very good chair dancer. And I don't mean like naughty chair dancer. Like I sit my ass in a chair and the top part of me moves, but the legs just stay. And I don't know. I might keep the belly dance one. For fitness and weight loss. I don't know if it teaches me how to, I mean, I'm sure my belly will wiggle. No one will want to see it, but another, see? I guess I never think about what they make in other languages. It's so fascinating to me. I'm learning stuff. I will say, the more I really have gotten into doing my type of thing on eBay, I have learned so much. So much stuff. And we got randoms, you know, just randoms. So, I don't. Pilates. No, not my thing, but I'll sell it. So we got a few. Lord of War. Have I seen this? I do like Nicolas Cage, but I don't know if I've two discies in there. Odd, right? Some of these things don't look like they would go together to these people. I don't even know what this is. Ella. That was one of the girls' names. I can tell you that. Because I found them on something I'll show you later. Club. That's just for a computer, I think. I don't know. You guys. Bob Sinclair, Sound of Freedom, My Ultimate Summer Love Mix. Bob Sinclair. This is his Sound of Freedom. I wonder if I like it. I feel like there's more than one in there. There is. Huh. I don't know. It was interesting. I might have to listen to it. At least I can read it. I don't know. It's got a heart on it. I don't know. And I'm sure it's going to be, I don't know. So we have all of those. Oh, no. I lied. This stupid Borat. I don't like him. But anyway. But again, it's in their language and you open from this way. And then it's not even, well, I guess that is his DVD. I thought someone hand wrote on it like it was bootleg, but it's not. It's just how he printed them. Or their company did. Another one I don't know. Here's an odd one. Just out of the blue. A Midsummer's Night's Dream. Never opened. And, you know, this little dude, I can't think of his name, and I certainly can't read it. Is that Elf? What is it? Something. Anyway, so I think things like this, if they're kid ones, I'll group it all together. So, and you know what? I might even list it on Marketplace. I probably will list it on Marketplace because we do have a lot of, as long as I make sure it's Indian. I gotta know what, for sure, if that's what it is. We do have a lot of Indians around here. We have a lot of doctors and scientists and all kinds of stuff around here, so they may just love that. And we have several that live down the road, and if I have a garage sale, it may be okay. Chris may have done okay with this. I mean, I'm just saying. But I still had to make fun of them. I'm like, seriously, dude. And maybe I can find Curyu's wedding and see if she wants her DVD. Not really. Okay, so I got this, which I'm kind of excited about. It's hooked on phonics. Well, kind of hooked up, right? It's phonics. Phonics Step into Reading with the Ninja Turtles. And it's all in there. It's got, like, the little books and all that stuff. How stinking cute is that? So I was excited. I almost didn't see it. We're almost done. Oh, let me just show you these because you're kind of in my way. Aren't they cute? They're called Belly Buddies. Belly Buddies. Aren't they cute? Look, he's eating a fry. And then this is just a really roly-poly lamb. It's just, we stuffed them in the bags. You guys, we stuffed them in the bags with a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh, I got 2 bags left. So then at one point, I was just looking at the stuffed animals and stuff like that because they really, there's some kid stuff left and that was about it. These gloves. This is how I knew Ella was someone that lived there. Look at this fanny pack. Isn't it cute? I wear a fanny pack anytime we garage sale or do estate sales. It is like brand new. Oh my God. I just love that. If I had a child, it'd be wearing that. M&M. We got a few magnets. This, again, don't know. It says Happy New Year. I don't know what it says there. Don't know what it says there either. This one's Mickey Mouse, the Wizard Mickey Mouse. They obviously went to Hawaii. Magnet. I'm glad they got to travel and hang out and stuff. So this is that cat. That Pusheen. That went with that book. I don't know. It's just, it said Fujifilm. He's a little rat. He's got a little dirt there, but I just stuffed him in the bag. I don't know where this came from, but my husband found it. It's a brand new little scrubby. 3D turkey cookie cutter set. And if I don't sell it, I'm going to use it at Thanksgiving. One more, if I don't break anything. at some point, you know, you get stuff in a bag and you're like, well, I'm not going to take it if it's not full. So we need to stuff shit in there. So I got a Nerf gun. And this thing is the Space Center. Well, not Space Center, but it only had one disc. I did not see any other discs. There are 2 more that go with it, I guess. You put this in here. You have this sit down. You got the batteries on, and it has stars that come through here or space, like orbits and stuff. And it goes on the ceiling of a kid's room. I thought that was pretty cool, if it works. Did I get everything? Okay, let me come right back here in a minute. I gotta help my husband with something real quick, and then I will get back with you on the, I have to add this stuff up and give you the totals and show you the most important or the most exciting thing to me from my had to have one list. Real quick, I want to show you, I forgot, almost forgot one more thing. This rug that they had down in the play area, it's pretty cool. I'm not going to open it all the way up. It opens up really far, but look at that. So it's all of the world. Isn't that cool? It's got a little bit of staining and stuff, but I don't think I'm going to take the time to clean it. I think I'm just going to list it as is, and I might even put this on Marketplace also. I don't know if I really want to ship it, but I can make it work. But that we paid $10 for. So it was $20. We got it for half off because obviously it did not fit in the bag. Okay, so one last thing I wanted to show you, right? The thing that was on my list that I was just so excited when I found it, and I'll tell you right now, it was by one of the first rooms we went into, it was like off the den, and it had all the Hanukkah candles and stuff all up on these shelves, just random little things, you know. And so I was pulling all that stuff down, and Chris was around the corner, and that's when he found the ties, and I look up, I'm like, oh my God, and I was so excited. He's not as excited as I am, but I'm pretty excited. It's the lucite candle, and I got the one with the gold and silver in it. I'm so excited. They come in different colors. They're you know, the old plastic lucite with the little wick here. You don't burn them. I just have wanted to find one of these for a long time, and I just have not. I've seen them. I really have seen them, but they're expensive. And this got thrown in, and guess what I got in it? Because our grand total is we spent $70 on everything. And I didn't count all of the CDs and DVDs because I'm going to group some together, so I try to count them as one. But, and along with this, that I'm super excited about, I wish there was 2. I was so disappointed there wasn't 2 of them, but is 85 cents a piece, an item, and all this stuff. So, I'm pretty happy with that. Considering there's not tons that I'm super excited about. You know how sometimes I get really excited about some of the things, but some of this is going to be a little much more work, if I can speak, than other estate sales that I've done stuff for. But this is going on tonight. And I'm so excited. So I'm going to pick a few things. I'm so excited. Isn't it pretty? Look how pretty it is. The gold and the silver flecks in there. I just love it. I'm so excited. I think I'm going to keep it in the house with me until it sells, so I can enjoy it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it or where I'm going to put it, but I'll find a spot so I can look at it every day so I can enjoy it. So excited. Okay, so, and then I showed you the carpet, and I told you 85 cents a piece, so that is it. That is a wrap. I think we did really well. Pretty happy with everything. And if you like this channel and you like this video and like seeing the hauls, please give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe by hitting that little bell. It's free. It'll notify you every time that I put up a new video. I do hauls like this all the time, whether it be estate sales, garage sales, yard sales, church sales are my favorite. And I thought there was one today, but I was confused. It's next weekend, so I can't wait to go to that. And I also do food videos. I have not forgotten my food videos. Trust me, I love to cook. Love to cook. But it's mostly right now trying to get my life organized a little bit here. So Wednesdays, every Wednesday, I do, what is it called? Wing It Wednesday, a series I've come up with where I just wing it and throw stuff together and we make dinner together. So, and it's usually under 30 minutes. So if you're interested in that, most of the time, it is low carb. But you can make it any way you want. So just a little bit about me on that. And I hopefully enjoyed this video. So, hey, leave some comments. Leave an emoji. Leave something. Have you ever gotten one of these? If you're a thrifter like me, have you gotten one? I'm so excited. I mean, there's only one, man. I should really just keep it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to enjoy it until it sells. Little tiny story before I sign off here. I know I talk a lot, but I had this cast iron cat. It was I think it's a doorstop, but it's a man, like a man and a woman cat. Okay, so she's dressed up in a little bonnet. He's got a top hat on. They're like fancy little cats, They're painted cast iron, old, vintage. It's got rust on some of the sides and stuff. And we got it somewhere at a flea market or something, and I was obsessed. I loved it. So I've had it for a year in the house just as my own. And then one day I'm like, I'm gonna list it, see what it does. And it's been listed for about 2-3 months. And I sold it the other day, and I'm like, man, I gotta get rid of it, but it's okay. I got to enjoy it for over a year. It just sat there collecting dust, and now I can put something else in the spot. So I kind of like doing it that way, where I still get to enjoy it. So anyway, leave a comment down below, leave an emoji, leave me something, and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.